Today I will be mending a pair of jeans using a technique from Edo era Japan called Boro, which uses scraps of fabric and visible pattern stitches called sashiko. Unlike other mending techniques, the goal of this is to not hide the tear, but to rather embrace it and hopefully make something that looks beautiful. So the first step is to cut the fringe off of the hole you're focusing on. It makes the eventual stitches a lot easier, but it's not always necessary depending on what you want to do. Sometimes you can work with the fringe and that always looks super cool. So the patch I will be working with is just a piece of denim that I cut out from a pair of jeans that I didn't want to wear anymore, but any fabric will do. Next, we're going to turn the pair of jeans inside out and pin the patch over the hole we're working with. After turning the jeans back to the right side, we're going to want to outline the patch so that we stay within its parameters while stitching. So the primary stitch I used is called a running stitch, and basically what you do is you start by doing what's called loading the barrel. So instead of stitching one stitch at a time, you weave the needle through the fabric about 2 to 5 times, and once it's full, you pull, and then you have a couple of stitches. And I repeated rows of the stitch many times until I got to about the size of the rectangle patch I was using, so that I could create the effect of there being this rectangle patch while still keeping the shape of the rip. And I wanted to emphasize the natural shape of this tear. So when I was done with these rows of running stitches, which by the way, when you're doing them, you go straight through the hole as if the hole weren't there. But since I wanted to emphasize the natural shape of the hole, I went back in with what's called a whip stitch, where basically you go over and under like you do with a regular stitch, but vertically. My last step was to go through each row of horizontal running stitches with this basic vertical stitch in order to create a nice cross pattern and to give the patch some extra support. And here's the final product. Thanks for watching.